Sky News investigation has discovered nearly $4 million in donations to Teal independents remains secret. The secrecy, while not illegal, contradicts Teal MP's calls for greater transparency in public office and limits on donations. Our political reporter Olivia Caisley found this report.
They were elected on a promise to improve integrity in politics.
I'm standing on climate and integrity.
As your member for Kooyong, I will act with integrity and honesty.
But Sky News Australia can reveal nearly $4 million donated to Teal independents at last year's federal election remains secret.
We must implement an effective integrity system, a corruption commission, transparency of political donations and ministerial diaries, whistleblower protection and truth in political advertising.
Politicians are not required to reveal the identity of those who donate less than $15,200. Donations which are colloquially known in political circles as dark money. The Teal secrecy, while not illegal, appears to contradict their policies calling for greater transparency in public office. Australian Electoral Commission documents show Zoe Daniel, whose integrity policy includes a specific call for the disclosure of all contributions over $1,000, received $790,000 from hidden donors. Monique Ryan, who defeated Josh Frydenberg to become the federal member for Kooyong, received $1.8 million. It is not known who donated $778,000 of that, but she does say she would be willing to provide donor details. The MP for Wentworth and Sydney's East, Allegra Spender, received $1.9 million in total donations, but the identities of those that contributed to the remaining $606,000 of dark money is secret. Sophie Scomps and Kylie Tink don't detail all their donors in their disclosures, but provide additional details on their websites. Kate Cheney is the most transparent, voluntarily disclosing all cash donations in real time online. Independent MP Andrew Wilkie says it's time the nation's donor transparency laws are overhauled. He has introduced a private members bill.
Voters need to know who's bankrolling who when they go in and cast their vote.
He's calling on his counterparts to follow his lead and disclose funds above $1,000.
Regrettably, the major parties have shown no interest in supporting it, but I'll put a shout out to my crossbench colleagues. Why don't you join me and do what I'm doing?
The Coalition received $118 million and the Australian Labor Party received $124 million in donations over the 2021-2022 financial year. Mr Wilkie says if such transparency stops donors from shelling out funds, it's a small price to pay for transparency.
We don't know who those donors are, and you can't tell me that someone who hands over $15,000, almost $15,000, or in aggregate hundreds of thousands of dollars, potentially millions of dollars, you can't tell me that those donors aren't expecting a return on that investment.
In a strange twist that flies in the face of two of the Teal's biggest policy platforms, climate and integrity, public documents show that the Teals accepted $170,000 from Keep Them Honest Proprietary Limited, a political fundraising vehicle with significant investment in the fossil fuel industry.
Olivia Caisley, Sky News, Canberra.